Dignitas' Apollo after their win over Echo Fox. What a hairy game, back and forth. First off, I just have to ask, what were the comms like for Dignitas during that game?
I mean, we were actually pretty collective, I think, a little calm, but kind of showed that we were a little bit scared, right? After losing, I think it was 3 games in a row, we felt a little anxious almost. So, but we finally closed it out, and that felt really good.
That's a great point as well. Leading into this game on that kind of loss streak, how do you even prepare for a team you don't often see or even scrim against?
You just kind of like any other game. You just try and get as much information as possible. Look at how they play, how they pick and ban. But it's mostly on us to close out the game, or for us to win the game.
Well, you stop the bleeding. The victory is there. Next week it gets harder. Immortals and Impulse are going to be your matches. How's the team feeling?
Good. Yeah, I mean, we're a lot better now that we won, but yeah, I mean, they're going to be tough matches. Yeah, Immortals is obviously looking really strong, and we're obviously looking to at least get a 1-1 that week.
Well, hopefully Dig can continue to find their footing. Congratulations on the win. Best of luck in the future. All right, now we're going to throw it to the analyst desk to break down the rest of that day.
Thank you very much, Riv. One of our longer games of the day, but Dignitas securing that victory. Irene mentioned that that's going to be hugely important for them if they are to make a run towards playoffs, as they're at the bottom half of the table right now. So victories like that are definitely necessary. However, not pretty at all. And I kind of want to decipher as to why that could have been that we had a 40-minute game against a team that has 4 members who don't traditionally play in the LCS.
Yeah, luckily for them, those 4 members play on the same team, so they did get kind of a lead early. They got a great
draft
champions.
considering they had no bans.
They had no bans, so there were a lot of very high priority champions were available. They didn't actually use all those champions very effectively, though.
Right.
Rise in the game, you looked up, did a total of
5.9k damage.
Under 6,000 damage from a Rise who just dishes out damage.
Right.
And he did the lowest damage on the entire team, lower than the support Poppy.
He did the lowest damage in the game at 5.9k.
It's okay.
The Poppy on his team did 8.9k, so 3,000 more damage coming from the support there on a team which did have the early lead. So again, you would expect the Rise to be empowered to make some plays. But one of the places where we didn't see Rise utilized is in any kind of split push. We saw them continually grouping and going for, just 5-man pushes as opposed to utilizing the Baron buff and really spreading out the map.
Yeah, it felt like really, really basic play calling, which can be expected when you have a jungler who's playing with people who are not his team.
Right.
But you have a Baron buff, you have an open inhibitor, but pressure the open inhibitor, and you have a teleport advantage over the Trundle. So either take a bottom turret that opens up an inhibitor with the Rise and the empowered minions, disengage on one side, and just do that thing that every other professional team does. Instead, they kept funneling 5 people in the exact same place and the inhibitor. And the crazy thing is, if the Poppy stun hits on the turret when they went for Apollo after one fight, they win the game off of that play.
Yep. That's very true. That's very true. It was close to a victory for Echo Fox there, unfortunately.
Also, I just want to add that usually the excuse for low damage dealt to champions is that you're split pushing.
Right. And in this case, yeah, I guess that's true. That's very true. He did find himself in other lanes multiple times and just not TPing in.
And why didn't Dignitas pick Elise first? They picked Nidalee. I guess it's a denial pick because there is kind of a Nidalee main when you're looking at Echo Fox, but
yeah.
Come on, man, you're really good at Elise. They gave all the good champions to Echo Fox.
Right, which is why it makes it all that much more surprising.
His Nidalee was pretty effective early game, but
yeah. And he got caught a lot.
Yes, exactly. Anyway, it was a bit of a sloppy victory for Dignitas, but a necessary one nonetheless.